I would have never have guessed growing up, if in high school you'd asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, certainly wouldn't have even dreamt of what journey I've been on. So I thought, well, for this season of our lives, we need to move to town. I'm not normal, so I didn't look for houses. I looked for things that I could turn into a house. I checked downtown, and wouldn't you know, there was a for sale sign. I was going to make 8,000 square feet into a home. And luckily, the universe did not let me do that. As I started to work on it, another building fell into disrepair. Actually, the back wall fell out and displaced an insurance agency. And they came to me and said, would you build us an office? And it led me into my next step, which was rehabbing buildings for renters or office space. And that's what led to another one. It's some women do shoes and purses, and I'm into buildings. Once they start going downhill, it's really the end of the life of a building. And for somebody to come in and have a new vision or a new hope brought a new sense of inspiration for the town.
I think it's so awesome how it came together so perfectly. She wanted to repurpose an old building, and I wanted to be a wedding planner, and so building a venue and continuing on with that is a perfect way to put them both together.
Every project is an evolution. You'll start with an idea and it just develops itself. It really is organic. People use that word, but it just develops. So it came to my mind that the layout would be perfect for a dual space. So you can have the classically designed and the barn venue. That evolved into thinking, well, they could have the wedding and the reception there. That would be perfect, all in one. 10,000 square feet of wedding bliss, we like to boast.
Oh my gosh, at first it was very overwhelming.
The roof had leaked so much that we had to tear out 1,500 square feet of flooring, floor joist.
The wooden floor, that was a real obstacle. Changing that back to a concrete floor was a lot of work.
It's just me and my mom and my brother, but we love doing it.
Working with family, I mean, it's different in that you can't walk away from your family.
Having the Cale and Baylee work on this project, it's been the greatest thing of my life, but also just the amazement of what awesome people they are. Even if they weren't my kids, I would say, oh my gosh, you're so fun to work with.
It's fun bringing something back to life, That building was forgot about and neglected, and bringing it back to life it's just something that's been cool to me.
We've just been so blessed with the community's response, and I definitely think the passion that we have for Town and Country is something that they really are able to tell, because when we talk about it, I mean, I could just go on for hours. I have so many ideas for it.
When I first saw the building, I didn't think there was any way that she was ever going to get that to look like what it does today, and my mom has a vision for things like that most people probably wouldn't.
With all of my spaces, I want every surface to be something for the senses, for the eyes. I want it to be an experience.